What's up, guys? It's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. Today we are gonna have a look at how you can improve your overall rate damage by having a look at your cooldown usage, your consume usage. How many times do you use this in an entire run? Can you use it more times than you are doing it at the moment? For this, I've of course provided with you a nice sheet that is very user-friendly that you can just use real quick, and you can see how you're doing. As always, I stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m. plus 2 GMT. So if you have any questions, come hang out with me in the chat, or you can also join my Discord. Last but not least, if you like this sort of content, make sure to hit that sub button down below. A like and a comment would also be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So what I want to show you today is how you can optimize your amount of uses on your cooldowns, such as Death Wish, consumables, Mighty Rage, etc. I've even made a sheet for it, so it's easy for you to see how many times could you actually have used your cooldowns in a perfect environment compared to your actual environment. Of course, you're never going to get it down to 100% on these, because you want to have your cooldowns up on bosses, etc. But anyway, what we do is we go to our character sheet. We're just gonna go and pick a run. In my case, we're gonna pick last week's run because that was a full AQ40 report. We're gonna go to rankings, and we're gonna see how long the run was. So the run was 42 minutes and 42 seconds. We're then gonna head over to the sheet, and we're gonna paste in 42 minutes. But to get the right amount of time, since it's in seconds, this sheet, you need to type in the seconds over here, 42, which gives us the number 0.7, and we're gonna add this to this number, so we get the correct total duration of run in minutes. Anyway, as you can see, the sheet updates, and in this, the yellow brackets are the ones you're able to fill, you should fill to work the sheet. And as you can see, we have the trinkets, possible uses. For Diamond Flask in a 42 minutes and 42 second run is 8 times, Badge is 15, Earthstrike and the other 2-minute cooldowns are 22. As for cooldowns and consumables, the same apply. Death Wish 15 times, Mighty Rage 22, Blood Fury 22, and Recklessness twice. I think to note here on Recklessness, of course, the earlier puppet, you probably already know this, but the earlier puppet, the more you can always, of course, use it. So it's about using your Recklessness in the start, the AQ40, so you can use it again later on. Anyway, we're gonna have a look at my parses now from this run. How many times did I actually use all my cooldowns? We're gonna start out with Diamond Flask. So we're gonna head over to Worker Vlogs. We are gonna go back to the analyzation here. And we're gonna go to encounters and trash fights because we want to do it for the entire run, including trash. We're gonna hit up Damnboy. Here we go. And we're gonna start with Diamond Flask. So we're gonna go to buffs, and we are gonna press abilities, and we're gonna press Diamond Flask. So you can see I used it 8 times here. So we're gonna plug that in. That is actually pretty damn good. I actually did it as much as possible. Then we're gonna head on to Badge of Swarm Guard. I used this 9 times. Not as good, but you know, you learn from this. This is a learning process, and by using the sheet, you can actually see how many times should you be able to use it. You're never gonna reach the full potential on all your trinkets and consumables, but you get the drift. And we're gonna go to Earthstrike. Earthstrike, my little baby here, 8 times. I'm gonna plug that in. If you have, and I just plugged in Jump Gabar if you have that, because of the Spider, Slayer's Crest as well. Nothing in the game right now, these two at least. But I plugged them in for future uses. Death Wish, a very important one. It is a debuff, so we're gonna go to debuffs up here. And we're gonna go to Death Wish, and I used it 11 times. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do not use it on the Visitors, so you could actually potentially say 12. Mighty Rage pot, we're never gonna be doing the full amount of these because we're going to be using lips on Tatura, etc. and Oro, so you have to look at both of those actually in this case. Let's see, where's my Mighty Rage? I use that 9 times. And then you can actually go and have a look at lips as well. Limited invulnerability, potions, invulnerability, here we go. I actually only used this once on Tatura, it seems. So we can actually, on this number, we can actually do 10 instead. Blood Fury. I don't have Blood Fury, I'm not an orc, but if you have it, go right on ahead. And Recklessness. Recklessness. We've used this 2 times as expected, so that's great. Anyway, now you can see the difference here on Diamond Flask. My evaluation on this run, Diamond Flask was really good. I tend to use it in the start as well, so I can get another extra damage boost. Bad with Swarm Guard, I was missing 6 times. I need to get better at using it on trash. Earth Strike, 14 is the difference. It's really bad, I need to use it a lot more. So I have a lot of stuff to improve on here. But it is really hard to use it as much as possible because you also want it up for the bosses. Remember, you don't want to use them as, like, it's not nice having used them 22 times when you haven't had them up for the boss, for the bosses that you need them on. As for Death Wish, 4 is the difference. I'm pretty happy with that. I can definitely find some other places where I can use it. I could maybe reach 13 if I'm really good, but it is really hard timing it. Mighty Rage Pot, I used this 10 times out of 22, including lips. What could I have done better here? I need to go have a look at that. Preferably what I do is I go and watch my VODs from my stream, because that helps me a lot to see where I do the mistakes and stuff. It's easier for me to see it on the VODs, but logs are really nice at looking at this kind of stuff, like counting the amount of times you use your cooldowns and your trinkets. It is just way easier to do it on the logs. But anyway, Recklessness, 2 out of 2 times, perfect. Did not expect anything else. This is a crucial one. Using Recklessness as much as possible is an insane damage boost, as you guys already know. Remember to do it. Anyway, that was a quick look at that. You can download this sheet. It's in the description down below. I'll put a link. You have to open it on Sheets on Google in the web browser. You have to make a copy and then you can use it. Otherwise it's not usable. And then you can just go nuts. Again, you can use the yellow columns to fill in your stuff. And that is how the cookie crumbles. So how do you find out where you can use your cooldowns more? Well, if you go to your report, you're going to be able to see all the boss fights up here, and you're going to see the trash fights here. So what you're going to be looking for is gaps, and known gaps, or for instance between Twin Emperors and Oro, you can see there's 12 minutes between we engage Twin Emps at 7:32, he dies at 7:34. That means we have 10 minutes between these two guys, these two bosses, to use more cooldowns, etc. So what this means is, in my fight, for instance, on Twin Emperors, I'm going to be using my Death Wish at the end of Twin Emperors kills. So that means at 7:34, I will have cooldown on my Death Wish for 3 minutes, which means at 7:37, I will be able to use it again. And I can actually use it twice. At least that is what I do, before I get to Oro and have it up again. So that means between Twin Emperors and Oro, for instance, you are going to be able to use your Death Wish twice, and all your other cooldowns. As for Earthstrike, you can actually use that 3 times, because that only has 2-minute cooldowns. For other specific cases here, you can see between Visitus and Hohuran, we actually have around a 5-minute gap. So this means between Visitus and Princess, you can actually use Death Wish and all your other trinkets, etc. as well. But this is what I do. I either tend to look at my VOD, or I look at the logs here and I see where is there gaps where I can use my cooldowns again to maximize my damage in the overall raid, to get more out of my character. If you have any questions or the like, feel free to throw me a comment down below. A like and a sub would also be greatly appreciated. It definitely helps my channel. I do stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m. plus 2 GMT. Come in and hang out with me. If I'm not online on Twitch, you can catch me on Discord. Link is down below. And as always, have a damn great day.